The only way to stay connected to everyone is to be entirely open. That's the only way that the engines know which of your thoughts to send to other people and which should come back. Well, I'm offline right now at a conference, but as soon as I walk off and put my earbud back in, then my engine will start catching me up at 800 words a minute, faster than anyone could possibly speak, but still slow enough for the brain to understand, just on the important things, just on the things that matter to me. All the implicit associations, all the hidden biases that study after study after study after study have shown are in everyone's heads, they get picked up by engines. The fact that college professors are more likely to respond to enquiries from men, picked up by the engines. It's not clear enough to quantify, it's not clear enough to defend against, it's not one thing that you can pull out of the enormous web of connections and patterns that the engines pick up. And you should have seen the fury when one CEO said, well, that's the way it should be. Engines should reflect the biases of the people who own them.
While the biases of most of humanity are at present, according to the tone in all of the art and documentaries lately, is filled with doom and gloom and a couple New Agers cheering on the ascension to 5D. The vast majority of humans are always late to picking up on the future. Technology that would blow most people's minds are usually in a research facility for decades while scientists figure out how to weaponize it. The internet and all telecommunications technology is not immune from this. And in fact, the internet itself might be developing its own immune system.
For this 5G grid to be there, and for this active denial system to be there, you've got to automate the response to hacking. You've got to make it fully autonomic to make it safe for the people. Otherwise, France will come in and microwave Copenhagen. Whatever, China will microwave New York. That's the threat, isn't it? It's China and America. Let me get it right here. You've got to keep up with the theatrics, You can't have that, so you've got to put in a system which can protect itself. So it needs to be autonomic. It needs to be artificial intelligence running it, because you can't have that human error. You can't have that human delay. If France is going to microwave Copenhagen, you don't have time for someone to see the signal and go and push the button. By the time they do that, the city's already microwaved. You've got to have it fully automatically responsive. You need to give it lethal autonomy, and they're talking about that as well. If you look at some of these things through here, and like I said, it's a national priority, and it says here, down the bottom here, achieve fully autonomous capability for sophisticated attack scenarios. We're giving the internet its own immune system. And what is the internet? The internet is a virtual life of its own. It really is. And that may be a strange thing for people to think about. Could life inhabit a body? Could something that was simply a series of mainframes and simply a series of computers and hard drives and this energy actually be a life of some sort, like a child? And could everybody who's plugging in and interacting with the internet be like a neural node in the brain of this child that is learning from everybody who's doing all this stuff?